So, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement, still moving, subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. So let me explain this to you. Did you ask the stepdad's kids about it? And what I mean is the treatment. Do they like their father being a stepdad and how their father is treated as a stepdad? You know, I was listening to somebody, I forgot who it was, and there was a statement that was made that just, it rubbed me the wrong way when they were talking about, the stepdad situation. And it was like, they had a stepdad, but their dad was in the streets. But then they chuckled, like, my dad was in the streets. So, meaning, it's like, okay. So, since your dad was in the streets, that was more of a fun turn on just as a child, as the stepdad who was actually taking care of you on a day-to-day basis. So it doesn't go, you don't get my stepdad to kill me because like he a real one. So what happens when you're the stepchild who's getting taken care of by the stepdad, but you're more partial to your biological father, which is understandable. But stepdad's biological kids are looking at you like, so you mean to tell me you getting daddy treatment, you may or may not get things you need from your dad, but you're going to get what you need from my dad. But I'm going to get what I need from my dad, but what am I getting from your dad? Nothing. And as the years go on, if you cop an attitude with my dad, it's like I'm thinking to myself, I'm just saying I'm as in third person. Why don't he just cut you off? Because you don't appreciate that anyways. And that's actually for me anyways. The money he's spending on you, the time he's spending with you is actually money he's supposed to be spending on me and time he's supposed to be spending on me. So then they grow up in this and look at the stepdad situation, and people are like, well, why these guys won't become, won't pick up the slack where these guys in the streets that you like left off. And it's like, well, it's not just the educated Lane versus Pookie and Ray Ray debate, really. It's also the stepdad's kids versus, the stepdad's stepchildren. That creates a whole nother dynamic, because now in society, this is why people are like, yeah, I saw that situation. I lived that situation. My dad was a stepdad. Or the kid might be the stepchild and then grow up to be an adult and go, you know what? I didn't do right by my quote-unquote stepfather. And now as an adult, I see where I went wrong. And I would never put myself in that position, because that was not just a thankless job. It was a wasted investment. Because the minute that, mom and stepdad break up, everything that was done for that child's benefit is like, whatever. Is that's what you were supposed to do. There's no benefits in that. And the irony of it is when we use the street reference, how often do you think these stepdads got money from the tax credit for taking care of another man's kid? See what I'm saying? How often do you think that happened? Not often at all. How often do you think that guy got anything worthwhile from the mother for taking care of the kid? Not often. Not at all. How often do you think, when these kids grow up and you have these videos of, them trying to do something for their parents, their mother, their father, they gifting them with something. How often did you see somebody gift their stepdad something? The only person I can think of who did that and did it well and did it properly was Shaq. That's it. That's it. Like, not, but Since Shaq, when he was doing it in his 20s, what happened? You remember when they had the Zion Williamson situation? He got drafted and he was thanking his mom, and people were looking at it like, guys were like, bro, we know your story. You just gonna just skip over your stepdad now that you got drafted? Like that's not what's up. So, and I'm sure he's done things for his stepfather, but it's not, it's not public, right? So the idea that these kids are looking at it like, I don't even know why my dad was a dad to you. I really don't, because now I know there's nothing in it for him, and now I know if I'm ever in this situation, I'm never going down this path. And then people are wondering, well, how come single mothers can't get good men, or quote unquote? You got to take into consideration how many single mothers have met men who were the sons of stepdads, or the child that was the stepchild and realized they were ungrateful, and they're not doing that, like I said earlier. But more importantly, you got to ask the ladies why they're not signing up to be stepmoms either. You get what I'm saying? They're not. Because when daddy's little girl is a stepchild and daddy's little girl is having to split resources that way, girls don't take that too well. So they're not trying to do it either. So I'm done on this one. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.